Packing has always been a chore I dreaded, but this time, it felt like I was carrying the weight of the world. My room, once filled with the familiar clutter of home, now felt strange and distant. Posters of planetary systems and engineering diagrams covered the walls, reminders of a life that seemed so far away. I stared at the empty suitcase on my bed, wondering how I could possibly fit my entire world into it. "Alex, are you sure you packed everything?" My mum's voice, both warm and anxious, interrupted my thoughts. She stood at the door, arms crossed, trying to smile, though it looked forced. "Yeah, Mum," I said, trying to sound more confident than I felt. "Just finishing up." Dad's heavy footsteps echoed down the hallway before he appeared, holding an old compass in his hand. "Alex," he said, his voice gruff. "I want you to have this." He handed it to me. "This compass guided me through uncharted territories when I was your age. I hope it brings you the same courage and direction." I took the compass, its brass surface cool and worn from years of use. "Thanks, Dad," I said quietly, not sure how to say more. The weight of their expectations pressed down on me, like something physical. They believed in me, but did I believe in myself? Our living room, filled with friends and family, buzzed with laughter and chatter, but it felt out of place against the looming reality of my departure. Each hug, each handshake, felt like a farewell to a part of myself. Jenny, my best friend, pulled me into a tight hug. "You better not forget us when you're up there, mingling with aliens," she joked, though her voice wavered. "Never," I promised, my throat tight. "I'll keep in touch." The drive to the spaceport was a blur of neon lights and the hum of the highway. My parents sat in silence, the weight of the moment pressing down on all of us. At the terminal, they clung to me like they were afraid I might disappear into the void. And honestly, part of me feared the same. "Stay safe, Alex," Mum whispered, her eyes shining. "I will," I said, fighting back tears. "I love you both." The shuttle doors closing felt like a punch to the gut. As Earth grew smaller and the stars called to me, I held on to the compass, my last connection to home. The journey to Helios Academy took me through wormholes and across light years, but the real journey was the one inside me. The awe of space travel did little to calm the nerves twisting in my stomach. Helios Academy felt like stepping into a dream. The space station, a mix of advanced technology and lush biomes, orbited Cygnus Prime, its towering structures blending with alien environments. Students from different species bustled around, their voices a symphony of languages I didn't understand. I wandered through the campus, head spinning with the sheer scale and variety. Luminescent trees, floating pods, students talking about quantum mechanics in languages I could barely grasp. It was a place of endless possibilities. "Alex Morgan," a deep voice called, snapping me out of my daze. I turned to see Dr. Threx, a tall figure with glowing skin, his dark eyes studying me intently. "Yes, that's me," I managed to say, voice unsteady. "Welcome to Helios Academy. I'm Dr. Threx. I understand you've been assigned to my research project on ancient prophecies and celestial events." I nodded, still trying to wrap my head around the reality of being here. "It's an honor, sir." Dr. Threx's gaze hardened. "Your arrival is timely. There are important discoveries to be made, and I believe you will play a crucial role." A shiver ran down my spine. There was something in his voice, something deeper I didn't fully understand yet. After meeting him, I was shown to my dorm, a sleek, futuristic space that made my old room look ancient. Zara, my roommate, was already unpacking with sharp efficiency. She was a Cryosian, her shimmering blue skin and angular features immediately marking her as something otherworldly. "You must be Alex," she said, barely looking up, her tone impatient. "Yeah, that's me," I said, setting my suitcase on the other bed. "Name's Zara," she said, finally meeting my eyes. "Don't mess with my stuff, and we'll get along just fine." Got it, I replied, already feeling the pang of homesickness. This was going to be a tough adjustment. Zara didn't waste time with pleasantries. So, why'd they bring a human here? I thought this place was for the best and brightest. Guess they made an exception, I said, trying to keep it light. Hope you can keep up, she smirked. This place isn't for the faint of heart. I spent the rest of the day unpacking and trying to get a feel for the campus. Everything felt alien, because it was. From the food in the cafeteria to the holographic interfaces in the classrooms, I was out of my element. The next day, I attended my first class with Dr. Threx. The room was filled with students from all species, all of them seeming so much more comfortable than I felt. Threx began the lecture with a topic that made my skin crawl, the ancient prophecy of a cosmic disaster. Throughout history, civilizations have predicted great events, Threx said, his glowing skin pulsing with every word. One such prophecy speaks of a cosmic cataclysm, a disaster that could reshape our universe. It is said only the chosen one can decipher it and stop the destruction. I felt a growing sense of unease. Could I really be the one to prevent this? After class, I made my way back to the dorm, my head spinning with questions. Just then, Nexus, the Academy's AI, appeared before me, shimmering in the air. Alex Morgan, Nexus said in a calm, soothing voice. I've been assigned to assist with your studies. If you need resources or guidance, just ask. Thanks, Nexus, I said, still unsure what to make of the AI's sudden presence. I appreciate the help. Nexus's eyes flickered for a moment. You have a unique role here, Alex. The prophecy isn't just ancient history, it's a living force, woven into the very fabric of this academy. I frowned. What do you mean? All will become clear in time, Nexus said cryptically, before disappearing as suddenly as it had appeared. Great. More mystery. Just what I needed. In the days that followed, I dove into lectures, study sessions, and trying to keep up with the advanced curriculum. Zara stayed distant, wrapped up in some underground resistance group she had mentioned. I couldn't shake the feeling there was more to her than met the eye. One evening, I found myself at a cultural festival on campus. The atmosphere was vibrant, filled with alien crafts and exotic foods I couldn't even begin to describe. It was there that my life took another unexpected turn. I stumbled upon a stall full of ancient artifacts. One object in particular, a small, intricately carved stone, caught my eye. The moment I touched it, a vision flashed in my mind, stars collapsing, worlds tearing apart, a dark void swallowing everything. I jerked my hand back, gasping. What was that? I asked, still shaken. Dr. Threx appeared beside me, his expression grim. The prophecy, he said quietly. And you, Alex, are the key to understanding it. I felt the weight of his words settle in. Why me? Because your acceptance here was no coincidence, Threx said, his eyes intense. You were chosen for a reason. A feeling deep inside told me he was right. The connection I had to this place, to the prophecy, was undeniable. The days that followed were a blur of research and studying. Zara noticed my growing obsession and confronted me one evening. You've been acting weird, she said bluntly. What's going on? I hesitated but then told her everything. I've been having visions, about a cosmic disaster. Dr. Threx says I'm the key to understanding the prophecy. Zara's eyes widened, but she didn't seem surprised. Figures. This place is full of secrets. You should come with me to a resistance meeting, they might have info that could help. I followed her through the hidden corners of the academy, eventually finding myself in a secret resistance hideout, where I met Lyra, their leader. You're the one who can decipher the prophecy? Lyra asked, eyeing me carefully. I'm trying to, I said. We suspected for a while that the Academy's hiding something, Lyra said. If what you've uncovered is true, it could change everything. Over the next few days, I worked with the Resistance, learning more than I ever could have from the Academy alone. They had access to hidden information that might hold the key to solving the prophecy. Then one night, after hours of research, I cracked the code. The cosmic disaster wasn't some distant event, it was tied to the Academy's location and its manipulation of stellar energy. I had to confront Dr. Threx. You knew, didn't you? I demanded the next day. That the Academy's experiments were destabilizing space-time? Threx didn't even flinch. Yes, I knew. Why didn't you tell me? I shot. What is your thoughts on video? Like, comment and subscribe the channel.